Hi Year 10. So we're going to be looking at some health and social care today. So the first thing that I want you to think about is the next coursework piece of unit that you're going to be doing, and that is based on expected and unexpected life events. So we're going to look at expected life events today. So I want you to tell me what the difference is between an expected life event and an unexpected life event. Can you think of a definition? Can you think of things that happen in somebody's life that they've been through? Are they expected to have been through them, or were they unexpected? And then upload your picture once you've completed that write-up. So press pause now and have a think about those two keywords, expected and unexpected. Right, the next task is in the booklet, so you will find that on one of the links that's set up on your class chart. There's a table, so you don't necessarily need to make the table because it's already done for you. What I would like you to do is have a look at the next slide and look at all the events that are on there and decide whether or not you think they're expected or unexpected. Can you link them to any particular life stage? So if you're thinking about trying to get your merit and distinction, you need to be looking at the yellow and green tasks that are attached to the PowerPoint. So here we go. Here are the expected and unexpected life events. So we've got starting school, starting nursery, beginning and changing employment, so a different job role, leaving home or care, leaving prison, marriage, your birthday, going through puberty, having a birth of a sibling, going through menopause, retirement, parenthood, redundancy, illness, serious injury, divorce, bereavement, burglary, disability, a relationship that breaks down, an unplanned pregnancy, inheriting some money, and going through bankruptcy and crime. If you do not know some of these keywords, please Google them to find the meanings out. Press pause and pop those into your expected or unexpected life events and upload the picture. Some life events, obviously, during our lives, we are influenced by a range of life factors and events which happen to us. So for instance, if we are going to be getting married, then the next sort of life event across from that would be maybe having children. So different life events work hand in hand with others. They're unpredictable, or they can be predicted. They can also change your life suddenly. So if, for instance, COVID, the risk that that's caused, it's out of control. It makes people stressed. So therefore our life events change because of these events that happen. But it can also change in a positive way. We learn from things. We can improve things. So again, these life events can either be a positive or a negative. What I would like you to do next, again, this is in your booklet. You need to explain how life events can be positive or how they can improve a person's life. So you're going to write down the expected and unexpected life events in the correct column, like you should have done already and uploaded that picture. What I want you to do then is explain the possible effects that it will have on a person's development. Now, the last piece of work I set you, the keyword development, you should be looking at pies, so physical, intellectual, emotional and social. So how does divorce affect somebody physically, intellectually, emotionally and socially? How does having a baby affect somebody physically, intellectually, emotionally or socially? What positive things do we gain from these events? And does it cause risk of stress? And how could that cause us problems? Again, the yellow tasks are for your merits and distinctions, which we all should be looking at doing. Pause the presentation, find the booklet and find task 2. Sometimes when we have life events, they can be caused because the environment that we find ourselves in, so where we live or the people that we are associating with. So it can be a vicious circle. If we are or did have parents that were abusive, then that vicious circle is for us to be abusive. If we're going to make sense of somebody's life, we need to be able to understand it and how their life has been affected. And that way they're going to be able to interact with you and others. We need to think about the choices that they're making. Why are they making them choices? Why are people that take drugs? Is it because they haven't got a job? Is it because they've just got divorced? Is it because they're grieving that they've lost somebody in their lives? So we do need to think about how it affects them as a whole and why it affects them. What I would like you to do for your last task is to pick 2 predicted, so 2 events that we expect to happen, and 2 unpredicted events, the things that we don't expect to happen. Maybe one of your family members has been through them, or even yourself. You need to explain how these events have influenced them. How has it changed them physically, intellectually, emotionally and socially? And I'd like you to do that both positively and in a negative way. And then we push on to the higher end tasks. What could the short-term or long-term effects of these be? How could these have influenced themselves, other family members, their lifestyle choices in general? So I'm going to give you an example. So I'm going to go with an unexpected life event, which would be miscarriage. Now, if somebody had been through a miscarriage physically, their body, they feel that their body has let them down. It could be that their womb has not been able to hold that child. Intellectually, they'll be questioning why their body has let them down. They may be going to the doctors and finding out reasons of how they can stop this happening next time. Emotionally, they will feel very sad and depressed, maybe have anxiety if it happens again. But on the positive side to that, they might have support from their husbands or their family members to help them through it. And socially, they might not want to be socialising with somebody that is pregnant, somebody that's close to them, friends that may be having children, because it may upset them a little bit more. However, on the positive side to that, they may want to socialise with people because they don't want to stay in their houses and therefore feel a little bit more sad and depressed. So that's the sort of things that I need you to look at when you're doing these 2 predicted and the 2 unpredicted events. Please press pause on the presentation and have a go. So at the end of today, you should have achieved all of these things that are green ticked on there from the expected and the unexpected life events. So we should have our expected are things that should happen in our lives. The unexpected are things that we don't expect to happen. As I said, your coursework will be based around an unexpected or an expected life event, and the exam, in part 2 of the exam, it's based on an expected or unexpected life event. Take care and upload your pictures.